people come in here and they're shocked. At least I mean I can only say from my experience through my shop that they're like, oh, I thought it would just be gloom and doom and crazy and skulls hanging. And there are shops that are like that. But when they come into my shop, they're like, this is amazing. A friend of mine came out of jail and he was tattooing in there. And when he came out, he introduced me to tattooing. Basically, when I got to my own tattoo shop, it was a whole new, like I would say, freedom, because a lot of in the tattoo world, they're more productive. They do a lot of productive tattooing, and what I mean by that is people come in, get them out, and as quick as you can, because the more people, the more money you're going to make that day. It was an opportunity for me for once to finally say, when I could take my time and be more artful, more artistic, I should say, with the tattooing now, because I'm not pressured anymore to rush people out and get the next one in the chair. I just started going to more detail, adding more detail, and anybody that came to work for me, I explained this to them, that, take your time. If you do one tattoo a day, that's fine. We're here about the money because we need to make a living as well, but what I really care about is that you give your all to the tattoo and make, your work stand out than the guy down the block.
I kind of just fell into it. I just started hanging out at the shop, getting more and more and more, and then I was always that kid in high school who drew in the books and not really paid attention. So I figured, why not have a job where I can draw all day and get paid for it. A few weeks shy of my 18th birthday, I've been pondering that tattoo for as long as I can remember. And I just showed up, probably around 16, and looked around and decided I wanted a Grim Reaper on a pile of burning skulls.
I started apprenticing here in September. It literally just fell into my lap. It wasn't planned, nothing. I was supposed to go to Pratt. I was accepted there 3 times, 3 different semesters, and every single time I just kept on putting it off. It was just too much money, and I just happened to come by here one day, and I showed Angelo my portfolio and everything, and asked him questions, and then like a week later I started apprenticing. I think we're just different because of the way we approach tattooing and how we want to progress and make it better and different. We're all actual artists. We try to express ourselves as far as pride goes and everything in every piece that we do.
Growing up, it was like the movie The Bronx Tale was like the way we used to live, and my father was really strict with stuff, and forget about if he ever knew I was a tattoo artist back then, I would be forgetting. I would have put a beating. But his brother, which is my Uncle Mario, he was a biker.
Well, my mother almost had a heart attack when she noticed I had tattoos. She went bananas, but then she got over it. So, okay, my first tattoo was in 1954 in the city, and the tattoo artist was Charlie Wagner. He was very famous at that time, and well, my first tattoo was Jesus Christ over here, Jesus. Then I got the panther, and after that I got the mermaid, and a skull and cross, and the rose, and then I got the eagle with the snake. And that all within the year. Yeah, it wasn't that cool then as it is today. Today, the tattoos are much colorful and brighter than they were, in the 40s and 50s. And money-wise, it was very cheap then compared to today.
I would say today is I just want tattooing to be recognized as that it's not what it appears to be or used to be, that it is an artistic place to be in, to work for. It's just as artistic if you're an oil painter, an airbrush artist, exact same thing.
The last thing you need is a 65-year-old woman coming down and asking for a genital piercing, and your jaw kind of hits the floor, but you have to be professional at the same time.